fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
We play to win. Let's go! Go! 180! Hey, alert, 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 alert!
They'll run on first down. It's Newman, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Kill! 80 weapons!
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Ran, up. 56, Mike, 56. Hey, team 6. Pull it together. 56 the Mike. 56 is the Mike. It's our time.
Now it's Trubisky. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Vikings 12-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Well, we know it's a tough mission for this defense to hold them to a field goal after that long kick return, but they're one play away from doing it.
They certainly are very close to accomplishing what they needed to get done because they treated this like a sudden change. You know, when the offense turns the ball over on a fumble or an interception, before you go out, you get together as a defense and go, sudden change, keep your poise, be ready to go. That's exactly what this group has done.
Off play action, it's Stick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They'll run it now out of the gun. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Here's Stick, 3rd and long. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Daniel Carlson on for the field goal. Remember, he was drafted and released by the Vikings. Carlson able to put this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10.
Kill.
On 1st down, it's Newman. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
180! 56 to Mike.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Stick. That's taken in by Henderson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Stick looking to throw on first and 10. Completes it to Jennings. A gain of 6 there on first.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 48-yard line. They go jet sweep. This is Taylor. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. Second down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Watch the screen. Pass. Twist.
Hey, Delta.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And some room to maneuver. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Lock in. Hey, ball.
Hey, orbit.
Check 13.
To throw on second and 6. Trubisky. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Jennings was the one he was looking for.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Check 43.
Ran, come. 10. 6, pull it high.
Check. Here we go. Check him off. Check the call.
Right back to him on first down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit, but how about the comeback? I mean, he came back from beating cancer and getting back to Pro Bowl level, one of the best players in the game.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Newman. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run on first down. Page. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And he'll give it here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing here, Trubisky. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
We got 3. We got 3. Watch 42.
Protein spill.
He's telling the right. Good dad.
On 2nd down, it's Stick. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Mike 3. Check. Slam.
He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down.
And the Lions first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Stick on 1st and 10. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. A gain of 6 there on first.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
5.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stick nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready? 15 line. 15 line.
On 3rd down, it's Stick. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. First and 10, Stick. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Watch the whip.
Ready?
On second and 10, it's Stick. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Stick looks to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Stick looks to throw it again. He finds Taylor, complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 36-yard line.
Facing a second and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check General West.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last run got 9. That leaves them with second and a yard.
Hey, Haywood.
You got tight. You got tight.
Again, it's Henderson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Switch up, switch up. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
A shotgun throw for Stick. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Zach Cunningham able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Stick. Staying on his feet. Wiggles free. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
80 weapons. Hey, echo.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The intended receiver, Taywan Taylor. And that'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Second down, it's Henderson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Let's go. 18 Gators.
You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Ready.
Stick from the gun. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11th. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. The kick by Carlson is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. It's hauled in by Wilson, 6'4" tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Mike 50, 18.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught at the 20. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 47 yards. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, at a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Trubisky will throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Mark Andrews, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Hey, wahoo! Go.
Here's Stick looking to throw. And an alley to run. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I'm coming after you. Check safety, check safety.
Pilot, 64, weak. Leo.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Be careful.
Off play action, it's Stick. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They'll throw on 2nd down as Stick. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Complete to Taylor. A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Stick back to pass. He finds an opening past the 40. Going right side here, and that's complete. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Detroit.
30 base.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check 24, check 24.
Bravo.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. And an alley to run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. To the right side, this is Henderson. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3. Third down, they'll throw with Stick. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Same story continues. He's the only one that scored for them, their kicker, with all the points.
So now when we hear the chants of MVP, they're definitely aimed at him because he has been the only guy who's put points on the board in this game.
Kickers are always either the hero or the GOAT. So far, he's definitely the hero. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with it?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Here's Trubisky. And he's got his man on the out route. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They find some open field here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Damian Ratley, his first touchdown of the new season, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Point after try forthcoming. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Got it.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Back to throw here. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10.
Check 31. Check 31. Check.
They'll try the left side. Newman. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 41, Trubisky. And that is incomplete here.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That burst good for 20 and a first down. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And a give this time to the tailback. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these...
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They need to reverse the trend. The last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it fourth down. And his kick is indeed good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it with some consistency of practice makes perfect. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. They try to take a shot there on second down, and that leaves them, because of the incompletion, a very tricky 3rd and 10.
And with a time situation, you would expect them to try and get it all in this one play, but there's still enough time that if you can take something shorter, gain some yardage, make it a more manageable 4th down if you need to.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
Let's go, D. Mike 3.
On 4th down, here's Stick. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And Trubisky down to a knee, and that is all she wrote. So with that knee, 3 weeks in the books, and they creep above 500 now at 2-1.
You know, I played with a guy once after taking a knee at the end of the game. He came in and grabbed the equipment manager and said, make sure you watch that spot, special, because I just took a knee for a win. That's
this Minnesota.